Hello everyone. Welcome to our descriptive practice question series for RBI. Today's question is, what was Henri Fayol's contribution of management, and also explain his 14 principles of management. If you see in this question, there are two portions. So first, we have to address the first part of the question that talks about Henri Fayol's contribution of management. So quick introduction to who was Henri Fayol and what was his contribution. Let's begin the discussion. Henri Fayol was an engineer turned manager and who developed independent theories of scientific management, a general theory of business administration, also known as Fayolism. So his contribution is also called as operational management or administrative management. Okay, now you have to talk about what specifically was his contribution. Actually, he pioneered 6 primary functions of management and 14 principles of management, and his contribution has helped in early 20th century managers manage work and interact with employees efficiently. So if you see this, his list of principles, it is considered that it is still relevant and comprehensive because his general theories can be applied to all levels of management and every department. So we can say that with the advent of so many concepts and theories, Fayol's contribution is considered one of the most important and influential contributors. And he's considered as one of the pioneers of the modern management concept, and it's relevant across domains. His contribution is relevant across domains from small businesses to large corporations, corporates, etc. So this is the introduction, and the first part of the question has been addressed in this portion. So let's quickly see the next part that talks about the 14 principles of management. A small image that actually illustrates the 14 principles of management of Fayol. This you can use as a revision part when you will be preparing for mains. It will be very handy for you to quickly revise the 14 principles that has been propounded by Fayol. Okay. So let's dig in to this 14 principles of management. The first one is division of work. As you are aware that division of work, or we can say specialization of the work, actually maximizes productivity and efficiency of the work. As you are aware about these food outlets like McDonald's, there you will experience that each work has been divided into small sectors. For example, the person who is taking the order, to the person who is preparing the order, then the person who is actually handling the cashier, all are divided. So it becomes more productive and efficient. The overall work will become efficient. So it has been said that both technical and managerial activities can be performed in the best manner only through specialization. So this is about division of work. Now comes the authority and responsibility. What is actually authority? Authority is all about giving out order. That is the right to give order. So the obligation to accomplish that work is called responsibility. So you can say that authority and responsibility are two sides of the management coin. They exist together. They are complementary and they are actually interdependent. So next principle is discipline. Discipline, as you all aware, that the rules and regulations, the procedures and the policies that the organization or any corporates that they make is very, very quintessential for any organization for its smooth flow of the functioning. So each member of the organization is expected to honor the rules that the organization or the companies propose or they update each time. Now comes the next principle, that is unity of command. Unity of command is all about that that to avoid any kind of confusion or conflict in the ideas, it is better that the commands come from a single boss. So that it is helpful for the employees to actually to actually perform accordingly and give out his best work to the organization. So it has been given that each member of an organization must receive orders and instruction only from one superior. Next comes the unity of direction. Unity of direction talks about that the members in the organization should be able to work together so that they can accomplish a common objective. That is the common objective of the organization as a whole. Okay, now comes subordination of personal interest to general or common interest. That is actually a very important principle that talks about that an employee should always keep the organizational or the common interest a foremost priority than his personal interest. So each shall work for all and all for each. That is the primary idea of this particular principle. So the general or common interest must be supreme in any joint enterprise. So now comes the remuneration. The next principle is the principle of remuneration. That is, every member of the organization or every employee should be rewarded. Both financially and non-financial rewards is very quintessential for any employee to work efficiently and he to give his best of his work. So sound scheme of remuneration includes both adequate amount of financial and non-financial incentives. Now comes the principle of centralization. Actually, the Fayol's this principle is basically talks about both a balance of centralization and decentralization. That is, the authority and power should be based on a fine balance between these two aspects. Because an extremity of centralization and decentralization is basically dangerous for an organization to function in a sustainable manner. The next principle is scalar chain. Scalar chain is basically talks about the hierarchy. That is, the unity of because the unity of command brings about a chain or hierarchy of command linking all members of the organization from top to the bottom. So if you see a bank, you will find a clerk at the bottom level, then a PO, then a manager. So this is a hierarchy from where actually the function becomes the functions and functionaries will have an easy way of interaction and communication with each other. So scalar chain is very important. Now comes the stability of tenure. Stability of tenure is about job security of an individual. The organization should ensure a security of income and employment to the employees. So it is very important. Now comes the spirit of cooperation. That is strength. Pride, loyalty, and sense of belonging are responsible for good performance. Now comes the initiative. Creative thinking and capacity to take initiative can give sound managerial planning and execution of predetermined plans. So this is the answer for this question.